too, where it's something to where you want to hear something new, and it's only rap music and pop country is the only thing that's entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like the new rock music just gets so terrible.
They all sound the same
And it
anymore.
all
You
sounds
don't
the same.
like Nickelback? What do you
No,
mean?
like all
Yeah.
the bands sound the same. I can't tell you one band from Nickelback from 3 Days Grace to whatever. But with pop country, it's like the songs are just so ridiculous that they're hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's entertaining. And honestly, you can ask any of my band members, anyone who's toured with me, when I'm in the van, it's either rap or pop country.
So who's your favorite pop country?
Oh God, it's mainly not a certain artist, but certain songs. Like I really enjoyed Rodney Atkins' "It's America" because we have this theory that most country songwriters write in lists, like you know, like just a list of things that they like fried chicken and dancing and. You know, so like
Tractors.
You know, it's a high school prom. It's a Springsteen song. It's a welcome home parade. You know, it's like it's just a list of things that he likes. You know,
That's really good though. I mean, that's true.
yeah. So it's entertaining.
I like the "She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy" song. That's another one.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's another one. That one's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
It's just the thing, because especially with the genre of music that I do, you really write from your heart, and when you hear that kind of bullshit, it's like space music, you know. It's just like, what are they singing about? There's no way that they can actually feel in their heart that, you know,
My Tractor's Sexy.
that, you know, that she thinks my tractor's sexy. It's like, why are you singing about that, dude?
Yeah.
Donk-a-donk.
Yeah.
Honk tonk badonk-a-donk.
Yeah,
or
seriously.
Billy's got his beer goggles on. You know, it's like, what?
Yeah, who wants to hear? I mean, seriously. Can you imagine the girls at the concerts? Woo, beer goggles.
I
That's
can't.
me.
I know those girls.
Really?
Yeah.
The woohoo girls?
I know a lot of those girls. Yeah.
Really? Wow. Those sound fun. Now, your new album is, I love the title, With Blasphemy, so heartfelt. It's a great title.
Thank you.
Can you talk about your album?
Well, I'll mention that title first. We had recorded the entire album, and it was about to be done, and I wrote the song Bible Days, and I played it for Dan, and he was like, okay, dude, we gotta record that. So we recorded it, and it was that, as I was recording that song, like me and him had been texting back and forth for months and months and months trying to find a title, and I was sitting in the studio recording it, and I sang it, and I was like, that's the line. I was like, dude, with blasphemy so heartfelt, that sums up like the whole record and me and all that stuff. So it was almost just luck, because it could have not even been on the album.
Yeah.
Because the album was pretty much done, and I don't know. I think that's I don't know. I think it's representative of the album. But it took. What else about the album? It took us a long time to record it.
Really?
Because at the time we were just kind of recording for the heck of recording.
Yeah.
And we had all these songs, and it was even like some of my songs, some of his songs, some cover songs, and we would just hang out and record Dan Auerbach, you know, for the heck of it. And then he decided that it would be best to take the songs that we recorded mine and make them into an album. So over the course of time that I knew him, since I met him, it took 2 years to record.
Oh, wow.
The album. Like, the album was recorded within a 2-year period. So it's interesting now to be singing songs that I wrote when I was, 15 and 16 and 17. It's like, and I'm writing so much now, and the songs are so old, and I'm promoting, these things, but I still, I enjoy playing them. But I'm excited. We're recording in January.
Oh,
for
really?
the next album.
Now, how did you and Dan get in touch with each other?
I met him, actually, his dad acquired a copy of my CD from a friend of mine, and he sent me a MySpace message. Dan did, and it was just like when I was 16, and he was like, hey, my name is Dan. I play in a local band called the Black Keys. And he's just real calm. Like your music, whatever. And then like I called him, and we just met up and started recording, hanging out.
That's awesome. Now, have you heard of the Black Keys before you had talked to him?
I actually hadn't. I heard like a little bit of them. I heard about them, but I hadn't heard them. I didn't really know. Like, I went on a few dates with this guy that really liked them, and so he was like, "Oh, there's this band, the Black Keys, and they're from our town, and blah blah blah." But aside from that, it was kind of like a shock to me when I actually found, discovered their acclaim.
Now, you're on Polymer Sounds. That's his record label, right?
Dan Auerbach and my manager, Jody White's label.
Who else is on this label besides yourself?
I don't think anyone.
Really?
Yet I don't know. I think it was just something that was made between the two of them to kind of help me out. But who knows what they're gonna do?
Yeah.
Who knows what I'm gonna do?
Well, that's cool. And you've been with the Avett Brothers too, haven't you? Performed with them as well?
I've done over 54 shows with the Avett Brothers. Probably somewhere around like 58. They were my first like big tour that I did, and they are like family to me. Yeah. They're the sweetest guys in the world. Some of the most talented men that I've ever met.
I have it on my actual MySpace page where you guys performed on the back of the bus.
I was in Anaheim, California.
How old were you when you did that?
I was 17.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that was amazing. It was an amazing performance.
Thank you. That was so much fun. It was so hot that day, and we were all we did like 4 or 5 takes, and everybody's just shoulder to shoulder and dripping and sweat. It was fun though.
It was an awesome performance though. It was really neat. Now you're on tour now with Justin Townes Earle. Is that right?
Justin Townes Earle and Dan Auerbach.
And how is that being like the only girl with the guys?
It's been that way my whole life. I've been touring, since I was a kid, and it's definitely makes me a different kind of girl. Like I'm really I don't know. It's interesting because I don't know how to be girly and things like that, and I've always gotten all my advice from men in their late 20s and early 30s and who are live a rock and roll lifestyle, and I was basically just raised to be a musician, which is reckless, and you do whatever you want, and you play music for a living, and I've never had any other job, and like I said, because of that, most of my friends, the majority of my friends are guys. Yeah,
well, I'm the same way.
I don't know.
Dudes are easier to hang out with than girls.
And I'm the kind of girl who is, everybody's sis and everybody's my bro, and it's like we're all hanging out and we're drinking and I'm keeping up and we're having fun, and I meet so many girls who are just so, who couldn't do what I do because they're girly. Yeah. So.
That stinks. Not to get on like the girly kick, but I loved your outfit.
Oh, thank you.
So, could you talk about your shoes and your dress for us?
Actually, I'm on tour with Dan Auerbach. I went to the store Nordstrom Rack with Dan's wife Stephanie, who is just I love her. She's the coolest chick, like one of the coolest chicks ever. And she picked out these shoes, and I would have never even put them on, but she thought because that I would be able to play better in them because they're like a wedge, and I don't know, I love them. And this dress as well was her idea, I believe, and
it looks comfortable.
It is. She is really stylish, really hot. His wife is hot. Like I tell him that all the time, but
That's cool. What are some of your musical influences
too? It ranges